Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, MessyMya and Jela. Girl, what the fuck was that? What it is? Oh, what's up? This bitch Jela trying to hug. Cause why are you trying to hug so much? Why are you hugging so? Why is there so much hugging? Stop hugging. Girl, throw them hands. I ain't gonna lie. This episode pissed me off. Multiple people in this episode pissed me off. I'm sorry if your fave gets called out this review, but these girls are pissing me off, and I'm ready to go ahead and get into it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So Bad Dolly gets carried out by the ambulance because she is having a seizure. Okay, now because of it, she ended up leaving. All right. Now in the next scene, Rolly and Natalie and Tink and Scotty, girl, they meet up and they're basically recapping the whole, Bad Dolly thing. Bad Dolly is gone, and she, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's what the girls are pretty much talking about for the first half of the episode. I kid you not. Like, and you know what? Like, shout out to Bad Dolly and what she went through. But girl, child, like, girl, I don't need each perspective and thoughts on each girl about what happened to Bad Dolly. No shade. I really don't. I just don't need it. Girl, so after the scene with Natalie, Tink, and Scotty, Ivory, Nunu, Pretty Pete, and Jazz meet up to do a scene, and they're talking about, drum roll please, Bad Dolly and her seizure, okay? Big Lex and Summer end up coming into the room, and they spilled tea on what happened to her. Big Lex is not beating these quote-unquote obsessed with Jela allegations. She's not. And in my opinion, this is my thing, right? I'm not mad at Big Lex and Summer for trying to get it back in blood about their friend. Me personally, girl probably would have did the same thing. But because Big Lex was already obsessing over Jela prior to this episode, honestly, in my opinion, it just, in my humble opinion, it just made it seem like she used Bad Dolly as like a reason to fight Jela. Like, you know, that's all I'm saying. But you know what? It's like, I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her because I probably would have stepped behind my friend too like that. But it's just so crazy to me how Big Lex was going so hard in the paint about Bad Dolly. You know what I'm saying? Like, girl, I'm talking about shedding tears, her confessionals, fighting down about her friend. But when her friend did her little outro, she said, one person I'ma really miss Summer. Girl, it wasn't a motherfucking Big Lex in sight, ho. Girl, you going so hard for Bad Dolly, and Bad Dolly ain't even mentioned you on her way out. I don't know. But girl, like I said, girl, get it back in blood about your friend. I'm not mad at that. And I'm not going to spend this review shaming Big Lex for that. Like, if Big Lex want to be a real ass bitch and get it back in blood about her friend, who am I to tell her that she corny for doing so? Who am I to tell her that? At least she ain't, you know what I'm saying? At least she ain't feel the need to jump nobody like these motherfuckers be doing. She ain't jump, she ain't tag team nothing. She ran her runs about her friend. Okay? But like I said, she spent this entire scene talking about Jela. So I'm saying is what I'm saying. Like, I understand that you want to get in there about your friend. I understand that trust. But I'm saying though, prior to this episode, you talk about Jela every chance that you get, unprovoked. So honestly, in my opinion, I just feel like, you really just wanted a reason to fight Jela, and the opportunity presented itself, and you try to disguise it as you doing it for Bad Dolly. I don't know, girl. I could be wrong. But like I said, if it genuinely was because you wanted to be a real friend to your friend who didn't even mention you on the way out, girl, I ain't gonna shame you for that, girl. Do you, boo? Do you, boo? Do you know? Seriously though. No, do you though? Do you though? You know what I'm saying? Because girl, I'm stepping behind my friend like that too. Okay? And then who am I to get mad? She didn't jump or nothing. Now it's one thing if she would have been jumping and tag teaming like the OGs and just making going out her way to make sure that nobody got a fair fight, but she ran her fair ones about how she felt. So, girl, I am not mad at Big Lex. I'm sorry, I'm not. Y'all mad at Big Lex? I'm not mad at Big Lex, but I'm just saying, Big Lex, girl, you're not beating the obsessed with Jela allegations, child. Girl, y'all was talking about Bad Dolly. You turned the entire conversation around and started talking about Jela. No shade. You know what I'm saying? No shade, girl. It was obvious that you had already had animosity towards Jela. But you know what? Like I said, who am I to judge? Okay, so like I said, in the scene with Nunu, Ivory, Pretty P, Jazz, Summer, and Big Lex, they came up, right? They came in the room. They got to talking about Dolly, basically updating the girls on Bad Dolly's condition and telling them that she is done with the experience. She can't do it no more. It's too much on her, and Big Lex, she, girl, they cut to Big Lex in her confessionals, and she's like, now, yeah, okay. Now that my bitch is okay, my focus is on Jela. Yeah, when is your focus ever not on Jela? I get what she's saying, though. Like I said, I understand what she's saying. Me personally, I just need y'all to see it from her point of view. I understand why the newbies are frustrated with the OGs. Like, y'all have to, I feel like y'all let the fact that y'all don't like these girls or that y'all don't care for these girls blind y'all about what they be talking about, or you know what I'm saying? I understand why the newbies are frustrated with the OGs. I completely understand. These hoes do not play fair. These hoes jump. These hoes cause ruckuses out in public. Y'all supposed to be out of booking, working, and y'all starting brawls and bookings. Y'all jumping people. Y'all been jumping people all season. Y'all have this OG title. First of all, y'all hoes are not OGs. Y'all are not OGs, ho. You bitch. Y'all have not been in the reality TV game for more than 5 years. You hoes are not OGs. We barely even know y'all. Y'all just graced our TV screens. What? Girl, please. Y'all, they let this OG title get to their head, and they think because they had this whack-ass, stupid-ass OG title that they can do whatever they want and look down on the new girls and expect for the new girls to be held at a different standard than them. Ho, who are you? You're not Beyonce, ho. You're not Beyonce. Half of y'all got on the show by spreading y'all legs. Y'all are not OGs. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Y'all are not OGs. Girl, please. I understand Big Lex. I understand why she's so frustrated with them. I do. Especially because when you're a new girl and you're coming into an experience, obviously trying not to step on no toes and obviously trying to, follow the rules and be nice and, you know what I'm saying, and respect the rules. But then you got this other set of girls who are not respecting shit. They're doing whatever they want to do. So yeah, what? And then you got Anna last episode talking about something. Oh, we don't have to follow the rules. We're OGs. Y'all follow us, and that's exactly why they don't like y'all, and that's exactly why they're beefing with y'all now, because y'all think that y'all are not Beyonce. Anna, we just met you in Baddies East, baby. We just met you. And girl, word on the curb is that you're on the show because you popped that twat to get on there. Girl, that's word on the curb. That's allegedly. But I'm just saying, Scotty too. Scotty, we know why you're on the show. Why are y'all so... I just don't understand. I just don't get it. I just don't understand. So yeah, I understand their frustration, because why should I keep having to play by the rules and play it safe and respect everybody and respect production and not do certain things because of the rules that are set, when these other group of girls get to run off and they haul off and do whatever the hell they want to do? It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense, boo. Yeah, so I definitely understand their frustration, and I feel like they have every right to be upset, and I feel like they had every right to carry out the situation at the dinner that they did. I'm not mad at them. I'm sorry. I am not mad at them, but I did notice a few things, and like I said, I'm gonna call it out. Like I said, with the whole Big Lex thing, me personally, Big Lex, baby, it really just seems like you wanted a reason to fight Jela, because you've been talking about Jela way before her and Dolly even fought. You've been talking about this hoe. Okay, so in my opinion, it just looks like that you're trying to disguise the whole situation with Bad Dolly and trying to use it as a disguise and a reason to fight Jela. You know what I'm saying? I'm still call the girls out, although I understand why they're mad. I'm still call it out, baby. That's just what it looks like to me. You know what I'm saying? But let's move on, okay? So like Big Lex said, she said, girl, I'm healthy, I'm well, and I'm here, so what's up? Okay? You know what I'm saying? I want that. And I understand. I feel like Big Lex was being a good friend. And I said what I said. Even though Bad Dolly did it. I feel like that is embarrassing as hell. Like, imagine that you're going so hard in the paint for somebody that you're considering a friend. And she didn't even mention you in her outro. Like, bitch. I would be embarrassed. Like, but, you know what I'm saying? Big Lex didn't know that. Big Lex was being a good friend. Okay? But I just feel like to blame Jela for the seizure is a little like, girl. Anyways, so they talk about the OGs and how they get to do what they want with no consequences. And again, I understand their frustration and I feel like they're not lying. It's the truth. The proof is in the pudding. They get to do whatever they want, haul ass, do whatever they want, and there's no real repercussions. They don't even respect, that's what I'm saying, like, I would be upset too. So girl, in the midst of this little meeting between the new girls and new and stuff like that, Natalie calls and she announces that there will be a dinner that night and Mel is coming. Now, I'm going to say this because it's still people wondering who Mel is. Girl, y'all need to catch up, okay? So if you don't know who Mel is from another network called Now That's TV. Mel and Ivory were previously on a show together called Young and Reckless, okay? One day, Mel was tripping. You know what I'm saying? She was high off of, girl, she was she was high off something, and girl, she was taking the house through there, girl, okay? And Ivory stepped up, took that fade for the rest of the girls, and then they've been beefing ever since. But their beef did escalate on the second season of Young and Reckless, where Ivory, girl, you heard what Mel said, girl, she peed in the cup and girl got the throwing it on people while they were asleep. Okay, so that's why it's up and it's stuck. Now, me personally, I don't understand why you guys are trying to say that Mel is a clout chaser or that they're trying to build this storyline as if Mel is this big ass clout chaser. Ho, you throw your fluids on me and it's up and stuck forever. I don't care. What do you mean? And then not only that, but Mel got paid to go to Hawaii. It's not like she flew there with no dignity and no pride. And gave Zeus a show for no check, baby. She got paid to go there. She didn't have to audition. She got paid to go there, and she got paid to stand on business with one of her ops that violated her. I don't understand why people are trying to paint this picture like Mel is this big ass clout chaser. She's not. She's standing on business because Ivory disrespected her. And I don't care how much I like Ivory on the show. It will never make me forget and make me blind to the shit that Ivory used to do on Now That's TV. Yeah, because it seems like y'all need a little reminder of the shit that she used to do. Like, and I understand she's not like that now. And like I said myself, I like Ivory on Baddies for sure. I actually really do love her on Zeus. But baby, you know what I'm saying, girl? She did what she did on that STV. Mel wants that. I don't understand what's the issue. Y'all trying to, she followed her to Hawaii. She's a clout chaser. Da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, I want to see. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know y'all are scary in real life. Because there's no way in hell somebody's going to violate you like that and you're not going to want that. What do you mean? You're just going to let that go? You have an opportunity to be on a show with that person and stand on business on a bigger platform and get paid for it and have a free trip and get put up in a resort to do what you got to do. Win, lose, or draw, it don't matter. I don't care. Y'all will never make me hate this bitch because she's standing on business for being violated by Ivory. Y'all will never make me hate her. I don't care. Win, lose, or draw. Swimming and all. I don't care. She stood on business. So yeah, that is the history between Mel and Ivory. You know what I'm saying? Their beef started, you know what I'm saying, on Now That's TV. It escalated on the season 2 of Young and Reckless. And girl, now we are here. And now Mel is coming as a special guest. And girl, I'm here for it. Y'all will never, like I said, you know what I'm saying? Y'all trying to be like, oh, why did she even come? Da-da-da-da. Yeah, no, I understand why she came, and I'm glad that she came. And baby, Mel, we know your body. So don't even worry about it, baby. Don't even worry about it. It's okay. So anyways, so Natalie calls, and she basically announces that, you know, like I said, there's a dinner, and Mel is going to be coming as a special guest. Ivory is like, she's broke, she needs money, and she wants to come up off me. I get it. I'm going to eat this hoe up. Da-da-da-da-da. Again, trying to feed into the storyline that Mel just wants clout. No, again, Ivory, you violated her and she wants that. I don't care. Next, But anyways, I'm excited to see this because, girl, we gonna get a little Now That's TV feel, okay? Zeus literally snatched Now That's TV storyline and had it play out on their network. I think that is so crazy to me. That is so crazy. Natalie kept saying, it's just dinner. It's just dinner. Ho, stop lying. Shut your chin up. You know it's not just a dinner. Stop lying. We're just gonna... Girl, I didn't see not one plate of food. Girl, please talk about something. It's just dinner. Anyways, so Lex and Summer, like I said, they're on the way to dinner and they're mad the whole way there. Like I said, I get their frustration, especially because now their friend is gone. So, baby, get it back in blood about your friend. I get it. I don't care. I understand why they're mad. I understand why they are mad. I do. I really do. I get it. Sometimes you just, even if you don't like somebody on a show, sometimes you just have to put yourself in their position and put yourself in their shoes and just at least try to understand why. But it's like, y'all don't do that because y'all don't like these girls. And trust me, I don't really care for Lex or Summer like that either. But I'm just saying, like, just try to understand. Like, I get it. I understand why they're upset. So, girl, like I said, they're on the way. The entire time they're talking, and baby, they're talking, okay? And the OGs are also on the other sprinter, and they're talking about what they're gonna do too. And I just seem to notice that as the OGs are talking, they're only talking about fighting Summer and beating up Summer, but they're not talking about nobody else. Like, it's just so crazy to me. Like, you know, it's just so crazy. Like, you could just tell before they actually got into the dinner that nobody wanted none of Lex. Like, they did not want a piece of Lex. They did not want any of Lex, which is so crazy to me because Lex also jumped Jela the night before. Summer's not the only one that jumped in that fight. Baby, Lex bopped Jela in the back of the head and they had her on the floor. Like, Summer and Lex were jumping Jela. Like, and y'all all had gotten into a brawl with each other. So I'm just trying to figure out how you guys are on the sprinter and you guys are only talking about fighting Summer when Lex was in the mix too. It's not like Lex wasn't in the mix, baby. Lex was throwing blows and jumping Jela the night before. But nobody, not even Jela, is talking about fighting Lex. Everybody's only on the sprinter. The OGs are only on the sprinter talking about fighting Summer. And I don't know. I think that's so weird to me. Like, that is just weird. Like, girl, so they pulled up, the new G's pulled up first. No. The OGs were already sat, and the new G's pulled up after them. Okay, and they were outside, and they seemed like this little Hawaiian guy doing his little fire dance, girl, eating it up. Lex ate this confessional down. She said, I respect your culture, but I'm not trying to hear or see none of that shit right now. I got business to hear. Oh my gosh, this had me so weak. So anyways, the new girls sit down and the OGs immediately get to clowning Summer. So again, nobody is focusing on Lex. Nobody's worried about Lex. And like I said, it's just so crazy to me because again, Lex fought y'all the night before. It was literally a 3-on-3 the night before. Dolly, Lex, and Summer against Anna, Scotty, and Jela. But y'all have all of this energy for Summer, but nobody wanted none of it. It's just so crazy to me, like I said. So anyways, the OGs immediately get to clowning Summer, and baby, this is the quietest shit I've seen Summer this entire time. And I'm talking about clowning her, calling her crumb bucket, talking about her hair, and she's just smiling from ear to ear like she cannot wait to pounce. She's like, Natalie, I forgot to give you a hug, boo. Natalie, Scotty, first of all, Natalie is not your friend. I don't know why you continue to let this hoe play in your face the way she does, but Natalie be playing in Scotty's face. Natalie honestly plays in all of their faces. Because mind you, like I said, Jela had just got jumped the night before. Mind you, Natalie and Jela are supposed to be best friends outside of Baddies. And just let that sink in. Like, girl, the whole thing is just so crazy to me. Like, girl, yeah, Scotty, Natalie's not your friend, boo. And if we just continue to tell you this season after season after season, she's not your friend. Like, first of all, the fact that she knew that you and Summer had an issue And she let Summer walk around that table to hug her and to continue to whisper to her, baby, Natalie's not your friend. And that's just what it is. So girl, Summer is whispering something to Natalie, like whispering, like talking to her, smiling, talking to her. Natalie is just letting it happen. Natalie doesn't tell her to go sit back down, let her start dinner, nothing. Natalie continues to Natalie literally talked to Summer until Summer finally went around and tried to attack Scotty. Girl, when I tell you I'm not for the kicking, I just can't stand it. Like, can y'all please just throw hands? Like, it's just the kicking, the hair pulling, and what else? The grabbing and the headlock. It's just too much. Anyways, but let's get into it because these hoes are still doing it regardless of how we feel about anything, girl. So when I tell you I'm not really for the kicking, but when I tell you when Summer tried to sneak Scotty and Scotty stood up and kicked girl, she said get back. Girl, she kicked her so hard and it actually landed. I don't know, that joke was so funny to me. So after, Summer went around the table to fake say hi to Natalie. Oh, I forgot to hug you, da-da-da-da-da. She ended up trying to sneak Scotty. Scotty kicked her back. Girl, when I tell you after this, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose. And I'm telling you from this point forward, when I say my opinion about the fights, they are my opinion. Like, it's okay if y'all do not agree. Feel free to get in the comments and pop your shit about how you feel about the fights. But this is my opinion on how I feel about the fights. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay? Girl, where am I at? Okay? So, like I said, Scotty kicked her, okay? They threw hands, and Natalie got snatched up and hit while this was happening. Like, literally, like with security in the way, and it was so funny to me how, did y'all notice how, like, when Summer walked around the table at first before she snuck Scotty, like, the producers were, like, trying so hard to get her to sit down. They were trying so hard to get her to sit down. Summer was not listening. Summer said, ho, fuck y'all, ho. Anyways, so, girl, it was a mess, okay? Natalie ended up getting snatched up in the midst of Summer and Scotty's first round. Honestly, this was a stupid scuffle. That's literally what it was. It was a scuffle. It was stupid. Security got in the way. Like, this is what I'm saying. I feel like security gets in the way when it's not even needed. Like, why are you getting in the way? It's stupid. It's a stupid scuffle. There literally is, like, nobody's hurting anybody. Nobody's on the floor. Nobody's leaking. Why are you breaking it up so early? Why are you breaking it up so early? It don't make no sense. Like, oh my gosh, security was pissing me off the entire episode. Like, girl, back up. So, anyways, I feel like Natalie should have popped Summer for that, me personally. Because like I said, she ended up getting snatched up too. Natalie should have popped Summer. I'm sorry. But okay, so in the midst of all of this, while all of this is happening, Big Lex walks up on Jela, okay? And they threw hands, but again, security is in the way. Back up. Back your big ass up, ho. Back up. It was so annoying. Like, oh my God, the first round was stupid. They were both throwing hands. Nothing really connected. Security was in the way. We couldn't really even see anything because security big ass was in the way. Ho, back your big back ass up, ho. We don't want to see you. Okay? So first round was stupid. Nobody won that round. They were playing patty cake again. Okay? It was a rerun of the first round that they went at the beginning of the season. After this, Big Lex won every single round after this. Big Lex won every single round. I said what I said. I don't care how y'all try to put it. I don't care what y'all try to say to try to take away from Big Lex and her win. I don't give a fuck what y'all try to say to discredit her. And yes, I'm not going to lie. The fights were very much lackluster. Like, if you compare her fights with Ivory to her fights with Jela, yes, they were lackluster. They were very much underwhelming. They weren't all that. But it does not change the fact that Big Lex won. It doesn't. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Big Lex, in my opinion, like I said, I feel like Big Lex won all her rounds after that. And honestly, Jela could not keep up to the point where she kept hugging Big Lex. Like, y'all trying to discredit Big Lex and da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, what can you do when you squaring up with somebody and you're actually trying to throw hands and the bitch keep hugging you and keep trying to put you in a headlock? What can you do? You can't do much. Girl, anyways, so let's go ahead and get into these little rounds with Big Lex and Jela, okay? So like I said, first round was stupid. Security was in the way. Nothing really happened. Like I said, they was playing patty cake again. Second round, Big Lex tried to throw hands. She tried to throw hands. Jela could not hit. First round, Jela barely even tried to swing the second round. The second round, Jela barely even tried to swing. Okay? Big Lex was swinging though, and Jela could not handle that. Let's be real. Because instead of throwing hands, she didn't even try to throw hands. Instead of throwing hands, she literally got to grabbing and headlocking Big Lex to avoid Big Lex's hands. Like, it's like she didn't even try. Jela didn't even try to throw hands. It was actually sad and embarrassing to see. And I hated this for my fave. Like, I hated this for Jela. Like, cause girl, what are you doing? Literally, what are you doing, girl? Get in the paint, throw hands. She was not trying to get hit. Like, and so because she wasn't trying to get hit, instead of like backing it up and dumping it, girl, back it up and dump it. What you mean? Like, girl, there are ways that you can dodge hit and avoid hits without hugging her. Like, she literally kept hugging her. Like, Jela didn't even try the second round. Like, girl, she seen that Big Lex came swinging super, super hard. Girl, she swung like 2 times and then got to grabbing and hugging. Girl, stop hugging, ho. Stop hugging. And then you're hugging and you're headlocking, but it's not even working in your favor. So she hugs and headlocks Big Lex, and you could tell that she was trying to like kind of wrestle with her a little bit to try to get her on the ground. Ho, Big Lex literally flipped this hoe and put her on her back. Oh my god. It was just, the whole thing was just embarrassing. The entire second round was embarrassing. It was embarrassing. Big Lex stood up. You know, security broke it up. Big Lex was like, I dogged you. Da 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 da. That was for Dolly, bitch. I dogged you. Da 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 da. I hated this for Jela. I hated this for Jela. I really did. Oh my gosh. But anyways, child, I would be the same way about my friend. Girl, Jela, after the second round, Jela was quiet after that. Like, and when I tell y'all, nobody wanted Lex, like, it was actually sad to see. Like, nobody wanted a piece of Lex at all. Lex was calling out FaZe left and right, and nobody wanted that shit. Again, like I said, Lex was also in. Now, it would have been one thing, like I said, if Lex was not in the midst of everything the night before, but y'all were literally fighting each other in the club blindly the night before. Why are y'all not taking the fade now? Nobody did not want Lex. But they was popping shit though. On the Mac was popping shit from the side though about Lex. But Scotty was off to the side popping shit, yelling at Big Lex and talking shit. But every single time Big Lex called out their fade, nobody wanted that. Y'all bitches are punk ass bitches. OGs. Y'all supposed to be OGs. That's what I'm saying. Y'all they only wanted to fight Summer. Like, they wanted to tag team and jump Summer. Every single time, like, Jela and Anna literally jumped Summer, like, twice this episode. Like, and was tag teaming her and still trying to sneak her. Anna snuck her, went up and snuck her, got past security, snuck her while she was trying to fight Scotty. Like, that's what I'm saying. That nobody wanted, it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy. But you guys kept calling out Big Lex for dodging Tetsiki fade, which is still some punk ass shit anyway. But y'all, that's what I'm saying. Like, y'all cannot talk like y'all. It's the pot calling the kettle black. Y'all steady calling out each other for things that y'all do yourselves. Nobody wanted Lex, and I said what I said. Nobody wanted her. It was so crazy to see. Like, Lex was calling them out, and they did not. They all wanted Summer. They did not want Lex. It's so crazy. So, anyways. Girl, especially after Lex got done doing what she did to Jela. So third round, Lex got Jela. Literally, again, to the point where, okay, so third round, you know what I'm saying, they got to swinging again. Lex comes swinging out the gate. Literally to the point where Jela had to headlock Lex again. And mind you, like I said, I know that Big Lex was too much for Jela to handle, or it was just too much for her, and Big Lex just came off too strong because Jela kept hugging. She kept grabbing. She kept headlocking. Jela, if you have actually watched Jela in her fights, you know that Jela has never, done no shit like that. Jela does not pull hair. Jela don't be doing all that kicking. Jela don't, well, I mean, not like that. Jela don't be pulling hair. Jela don't be grabbing. Jela damn sure don't be headlocking like that. You know what I'm saying? But Jela kept doing it over and over and over again. Like I said, we didn't see Jela get in pain. We didn't see Jela throw hands. We know she can fight. Jela did not want none of that, bro. She kept headlocking. She kept headlocking. But even though she was headlocking Lex was still tagging her up. She was still like, you know what I'm saying? But it was at a certain point where like, Jela was tagging Lex too when she had her in a headlock. But that did not last long. Like, girl, Lex had Jela mouth leaking. She had Jela knotted up. She had Jela spitting. Like I said, she had Jela doing shit that Jela don't ever do. Jela don't be spitting. Jela don't spit. Jela is one of the girls that looks down on spitting. Bitch, Lex had Jela doing shit that she ain't never done before. It was crazy. But I will say this, leading up to this point, girls would go live and like pop their shit about how Jela got like beat deep cut. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like dogged out. And in my opinion, in the midst of this, Lex kept yelling like, I dogged you. I don't see where the dogging happened. Jela definitely lost though. She lost though. Child, she ain't win. And ho, if you say that Jela won, ho, you either really hate Lex. If you say that Jela won, because mind you, like I said, I would much rather prefer Jela over Lex. But I'm not gonna sit here and be delusional. Like, if you say that Jela won, you either really hate Lex, or you really like Jela, or you just, I don't know. But ho, girl, the headlocking did not save Jela. I'm sorry, girl. So Scotty and Summer squared up, and Scotty got her. Okay. After that, like, yeah, Scotty got her. Summer and Anna squared up, and girl, Summer got Anna so bad to the point where Jela had to jump in the fight while they were fighting. Like, again, and that's what I'm saying. Y'all are still jumping, and then security continued to let Jela run up and jump in Anna's fights, but was holding Lex back. That don't make no sense. Again, like I said, I don't care too much for Summer and Lex either, but it's just, when you look at it, it's just not fair. Like, why are y'all continuing to let Jela jump over tables and jump Summer with Anna as she's whooping on Anna, but Lex, y'all are holding down Lex and not letting Lex get out y'all hold. It don't make no sense. Anyways, okay, so yes, Summer definitely was pull hair whole time. We know how Summer do. Okay, Summer don't really got hands like that, girl. Summer pulled hair whole time. She literally pulled hair whole time, girl. Between these rounds with Anna, but because Summer was pulling hair whole time, it gave her an advantage over Anna, and she won. That's just what it is. Like, she won. You know what I'm saying? Her pulling hair clearly gave her an advantage over Anna. You know what I'm saying? And she won. So it is what it is. That's how I feel. I feel like Summer won those rounds. Anna was really trying though. If I was Anna, I would actually be pissed off though. I would be, if I was Anna, I would be pissed the fuck off, because Anna was actually trying like to throw, like it was like the Jela and the Lex thing, right? Where Lex was trying to throw hands, but like Jela just kept grabbing and headlocking. It was like that. Like, it was like, like Anna kept trying to throw hands, and girl, Summer said nope. But unlike Jela, the unfair shit that Jela was doing while Lex was trying to throw hands did not work out in her favor. It actually worked out in Summer's favor, her doing what she was doing. So, you know, if I was Anna, I would be pissed. I'm not even gonna lie, girl. No. Oh my god, Summer is so funny, bro. Summer, yeah, she was pull hair whole time. I'm not even gonna lie. But again, like, and it's so true that she was pull hair whole time. But again, y'all are popping y'all shit in the comments as if Anna don't do the same thing. Like, I really want somebody to like do a collage of Anna in her fights, of Anna pulling hair. Anna pulls hair too. Now, it's one thing if Summer went up against like Lex and kept getting the best of Lex, and you know what I'm saying, and we know that Lex do not pull hair, right? She throws straight hands, but Anna pulls hair too. Like, how many wigs have Anna snatched of Summer's? Anna pulls hair too. All these hoes pull hair. All y'all pull hair. Not all. But Anna pulls hair too. If Anna would have got the opportunity to pull Summer's hair, she would have done it because she'd been pulling Summer's wigs off this entire time. Child, so after the first round with Scott and not Scotty. After the first round with Anna and Summer, Scotty snaps on Natalie and tells Natalie she told Natalie to jump Summer. Like, that's all. As if Summer wasn't already getting jumped by Jela. And she was literally fighting Anna, and Jela kept jumping in the fights. Like, so Scotty is screaming from the side, like, Natalie, jump in, ho. Like, jump in, bitch. Get in the paint, bitch. Like, but okay, I will say this. I don't agree with what Scotty was telling Natalie to do, but I understand why Scotty was so frustrated with Natalie. Like, I get it. I do. I understand because your friends are literally fighting for their lives, and Natalie just be sitting cute, like, just like, it be her best friends too. Like, J-Lo could literally get jumped in front of Natalie, and Natalie, just like last season on Baddies Caribbean, where J-Lo was fighting Gretch, and Callie came off from the side and literally tried to jump J-Lo while she was fighting Gretch. And then we see Natalie over across the stage with Callie kicking it up as if she didn't just try to jump your friend. Like, so I get it though. It's like Natalie, it's like she has no loyalty. Like, she will literally sit there and watch her friends get dogged and watch her friends fight for their lives and get jumped and get dogged, and she don't care. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she will literally watch it unfold and will not give a damn in the whole world. And in Natalie's case, girl, she'll talk to the bitches that's jumping y'all. Natalie and Scotty were eating each other alive. I think their back and forth right here was so funny. Like, Natalie kept telling Scotty, because it was so obvious. Like, Lex kept calling out Scotty's fate, and Scotty was not on that at all. Like, she was not on that shit at all. Like, it's so, I don't have a problem with Lex. I don't girl. Okay, at the beginning of the season, girl, Emma called out your fate for being boring. Ho, you still took that fate and fought her multiple times behind that stupid ass reason, girl. You didn't have a real issue with Emma either. You didn't. And you still fought her for your respect. Ho, this hoe is calling you out and you're not doing nothing about it. I don't know. Like, so Natalie was calling out Scotty for not taking a fade with Lex. Like, oh, she said, Scotty was like, at one point, Scotty was like, what's next? And Natalie said, Big Lex is what's next. I was, oh my God, that shit was so funny. Anyways, girl, where am I at? It was a mess. So again, Scotty snaps on Natalie. I don't agree with what she was telling Natalie to do. However, I understand why she was so frustrated, because literally, get in the paint. Get in the paint. Because if Scotty was to call out your fade right now, you would literally be on that. As you could see, she only snaps on Scotty. She only snaps on Scotty and Biggie. She don't snap on nobody else. Like, she's so quick to snap on Scotty and to get buck with Scotty and to buck up with Scotty, but you're not bucking up with nobody else. Get in the paint and stop being a picky, choosy ass, punk ass, big chin ass, long ass chin ass hoe. Like, stop. So yes, I understand Scotty's frustration, and I'm not gonna lie, Scotty ate it up by calling Natalie out. But Natalie was eating her up too. Get in the paint with Big Lex. You're calling me picky, choosy, and telling me that I pick and choose, but you're on Summer's case. And Big Lex been calling you out this entire time, and you don't want none of that. You're staying behind that table every single time Big Lex call you out. You're staying behind that table. They did not want none of Big Lex. It was crazy, It was crazy. And then Natalie was like, you know how I feel about you anyway. You already know how I feel about you. Well, how you feel? Scotty, that's not your friend. Like, you know what I'm saying? Scotty was like, you pick and you choose. You let Summer sneak me, da-da-da-da-da. And like I said, Scotty was not wrong. But again, it's the pot calling the kettle black. How are you trying to call out her for picking and choosing when a fight, when Big Lex been calling your ass out this entire time and you ain't want none of that? And I heard that you did the same thing at the reunion, which is crazy, because after the reunion, you hopped on Twitter and was popping shit about Big Lex. But every single time Big Lex call you out for a fade, you don't want that. Girl, it's so crazy to me. It's so crazy. Anyways, so Anna versus Summer again, round 2. Anna was getting her this round until, again, Summer started to pull hair again, child. Girl, pulling hair again, pull hair whole time. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, it was pretty much, like I said, it was pretty much Rolly and Slim all over again. Like, you know, the whole time with Rolly and Slim, like, they were throwing hands, but like, Slim was really just, I'm not Slim, but Rolly was really just ragdolling Slim like the entire time. It was like that. Like, Anna would try to throw hands, and then Anna would grab her and just sling her like a ragdoll hoe. Literally getting her to the point where Jela kept jumping into the fight. But they kept holding Lex back. It just didn't make no sense to me, okay? Girl, it was a hot ass mess, okay? So towards the end of the episode, Melanie Fox was introduced. I'm not gonna lie, her confessionals caught me off guard because, ho, you don't even talk like that. Why are you talking like that? You don't talk like, my name is Melanie Fox and they call me Big Shroom. Girl, you don't talk like that. Why are you talking like that? Anyways, so yeah, girl, Mel hops out. Girl, she looks real cute. I'm not going to lie. She does. She looks cute, hair down. I feel like she definitely, and I understand that, you know, it was her debut on Baddies. So I get it. I truly do. I truly get it. You know, she wanted to look cute, but I feel like she definitely should have prepared a bit better. Girl, you are stepping onto Ivory's territory. She already has an advantage over you. You should have been a little bit more prepared for the fight. But, you know, those two got down and, you know, I'm not going to lie, girl, Mel was swimming. Ivory got her. Like, it wasn't as brutal as I thought it was. But, you know, Mel definitely lost. She definitely did not win, and she definitely was swimming. And, you know, it's okay, girl, because I know your body. But, girl, you should have came a little bit more prepared for Ivory. Yeah, their rounds on Young and Reckless are so much better than this. But, you know, Ivory got her. I will give Ivory that. Ivory did. Ivory got her. And she was literally piecing her ass up and had her swimming. That's still my fave, though. I love me some Mel. All right, y'all. I'm finna go. Bye, y'all.
Yours, damn right, it's better than yours. I can teach you.